In this last application, which, are word problems, this is going to lead us up into a mixture problem, mixing two different types of products, in this case, two different types of seed, but it could be two different types of chemicals, two different types of solutions, two different types of coffees. Okay, so here we have a landscape company sells two types of grass seed. So there's a premium mix that sells for $1.25 per pound, and the standard mix, which is less expensive, sells for 95 cents per pound. If the store manager dumps a 20-pound bag of each mix into a large barrel, what is the total value of the grass seed in the barrel? Okay, so 20 pounds of the $1.25 mix plus 20 pounds of the 95 cents per pound mix. So we're going to add these two together. When you do the calculations on your calculator, you get there's $44 worth of grass seed. Half of it's premium quality, half of it is standard quality. So in that scenario, number 10, at what price per pound should the company sell this new mix? So this is a 50-50 mix, 20 pounds of the premium, 20 pounds of the standard. This is a 50% equal amounts of each. What price should they sell it for in order to produce the same income as if they sold them separately? All right, so $44, it's going to be a price per pound. How many pounds are in this barrel? 20 pounds of the premium and 20 pounds of the standard. This would be the price per pound. 44 divided by 40 is $1.10 per pound. It's a little more expensive than the standard, a little less expensive than the premium. So that would be a 50-50 mix. But not all of these types of mixes are exactly half and half between two products. Let's look here, number 11. So if the store manager started with 20 pounds of the premium mix, how many pounds, that means X, we want to solve for that. We want to get that value. How many pounds of the standard mix should be added to create a mix that is sold for $1 per pound? All right, so first we're going to kind of draw a model of this. So here's my standard mix. And here's my premium mix. And I'm going to add these two together to come up with my desired or my resulting mix. And we're going to have two pieces of information. We're going to have the price per pound, and we're going to have the amount or the number of pounds. So the store manager started with 20 pounds of the premium mix. The premium mix sells for $1.25, and I have 20 pounds. This is the premium mix. The standard mix sells for 95 cents per pound. And I don't know how much of that I have. That's what the question is asking. How much, sell for X, how much of the 95 cents per pound mix should be added to 20 pounds of the $1.25 per pound mix to get, we want a mix that sells for $1. This is more expensive than the standard, but less expensive than the premium. So if I have 20 pounds here, and let's say I had 2 here, 20 plus 2 would be 22. If I have 20 pounds here, and let's say I have 15 here, 20 plus 15 would be 35 pounds. So the total amount, the total weight of this new mix is going to be 20 plus X. Some amount of the standard plus 20 pounds of the premium will equal this number of pounds of the dollar mix. And this is what we're going to change into an equation. 0.95 times x plus 1.25 times 20 is going to equal 1 times 20 plus x. And we are going to solve for x. All right, so this is 0.95x plus 1.25 times 20 is 25. And that's going to equal, so now I'm going to distribute this $1, or this 1. That's going to be 20 plus 1x. All right, so now I've gotten rid of the parens. 1 times 20 is 20, 1 times x is x. We want to get all the x's by itself. So here I have an x over here. I'm going to subtract x from both sides. Or I have a 0.95x here and an x over here. Maybe I'll subtract 0.95x from both sides. And so I'm left with 25 is going to equal 20 plus 0.05x. 1 minus 0.95 is 0.05. All right, so we want to get x by itself. So now I have to move that 20 over, subtract 20 from both sides. 5 equals 0.05x. And now to get x by itself, divide both sides by 0.05. And x, which is the number of pounds of the standard mix, is 100. 100 pounds of the standard mix plus 20 pounds of the premium mix will give me 120 pounds worth $1 per pound. That's our mixture. So I think that's our next question. Our next question here was, how many pounds of grass seed must the barrel hold to hold that mixture? 100 pounds of the standard mix plus 20 pounds of the premium means that that barrel has to hold 120 pounds of the mixture. And that's going to be sold at $1 per pound. So number 13 here is a similar type of problem, but we're going to rework it here. It says how many pounds of standard mix should be put in a barrel of 20 pounds of premium mix to create a mix worth, this is worth 110. All right, so here's my standard. Here's my premium. We're going to add them together to get our mixture. Let's fill in the information we know. Standard is sold for 95 cents a pound. Premium is sold for $1.25. And now we're told our resulting mixture wants to be $1. They want to sell it for $1.10. How many pounds of standard? We don't know. That's going to be X. Added to 20 pounds of premium. So what's the total weight of the mixture? The 20 plus however much of the standard we have. So once you have this model, now we can create an equation here. 0.95x plus 1.25 times 20 is going to equal 1.1 times 20 plus x. And we want to solve for x. That's what we want to know, how many pounds of standard seed. 125 times 20 is still 25. Bring down your equal sign. And so now we want to distribute the 1.1. 1.1 times 20 is 22, plus 1.1x. All right, let's get the x's by themselves. So let's subtract 0.95x from both sides. So we're left here with 25. Bring down the equals, bring down the 22. 1.1 minus 0.95 is 0.15x. So we want to solve for x. We're going to have to move this 22 over, subtract 22 from both sides. We get 3 equals 0.15x. Let's get x by itself by dividing both sides by 0.15. And x, which is the number of pounds of standard mix, would be 20. 3 divided by 0.15 is 20 pounds. And this kind of fits with the way we started this application. An equal number of 50-50 mix would sell for 110 per pound. So if you remembered that from our original problem, you could have just said, oh, I'm going to need an equal amount, and said, I know I would need 20 pounds. But it's good to go through this process also.